everyone, Happy New Year. Today I don't have makeup on because I'm going to be filming an updated Get Ready With Me video. It's been a really long time since I filmed my first Get Ready With Me, and I've since changed some of the products that I use for my everyday makeup routine. So I wanted to update you on the products I'm currently using and have been using for a while now. I washed my hair yesterday, but I feel like I need a little bit more volume and hold and curls in my life. So I'm also going to show you one of my favorite products to use for second and third day curls. First things first, I always like to start with my moisturizer. So I've been using First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream for years now. My skin is really sensitive, and this is one of the only skincare products that works for me. I also use their daily facial cleanser. So this is one of my go-to for years now. And then I recently started testing out this brand. It's called Clé de Peau, I believe. And this one is a volumizing cream. I've noticed that I started to get some fine lines on my forehead, and I've been using this for a week or two, and I feel like my skin is starting to be a little bit more smooth. So I'm going to keep you updated, probably on Instagram stories, how I like this one. And this is the sunscreen I've been using since the summertime. It's called Sunray. Today I'm just going to use my Ultra Repair Cream. A little bit goes a long way with this one, which I love. It's really moisturizing, and I actually use it on like the rest of my body as well. I've had a really hard time finding a new moisturizer for my body that doesn't give me a rash or hives, because I've become allergic to all the ones that I used to use back in the day. What I love about the First Aid Beauty moisturizer is that it's very moisturizing, but it also absorbs pretty quickly into the skin. Next, I'm going to use this Sunray sunscreen. It's SPF 30. This sunscreen is awesome. It's actually really cool. It's more of like a gel opposed to like a white cream like typical other sunscreens, and I believe this one's also a clean beauty brand. All skin types, safe for kids, vegan friendly, paraben free, fragrance free. Yeah, so this one's really awesome. It has really clean ingredients. The only thing I don't really like about it is that it kind of like burns my eyes if it gets too close to my eyes. So I used to mix it with my moisturizer, but now I actually apply it separately just to be sure that it doesn't get inside my eyes, because it really bothers me. But I actually feel like this sunscreen makes my makeup go on really nicely too, which I was surprised about. And I always put the moisturizer on my neck and the sunscreen on my neck as well. As the moisturizer and the sunscreen soak into my skin, I want to put the Refreshing Curl Foam by Curl Talk in my hair. So this is my favorite product for second day curls or waves. Not for curls or waves that you do with a curling iron, but just for your natural hair. I've been testing out this new shampoo and conditioner, and it's actually a brand that I used to use. I featured it in like another video, like one of my first YouTube videos ever, I think. I think it's actually a brand that I featured in my first Get Ready With Me video called Claron. I've noticed a difference in my curls, so I think I'm only going to use it for days that I'm using heating tools, and I'm going to switch back to my Not Your Mother's shampoo and conditioner for like everyday hair, because I think it makes my curls a little bit more defined. I've noticed they've been a little bit more flat lately. This Refreshing Curl Foam is really light. It's intended specifically for second or third day curls. The texture is like not super thick, so it's good for buildable coverage. And I just like to section my hair off and put a little bit in each section. My individual strands are on the fine side, but I have a lot of hair, so I usually do like 2 pumps, and it usually gets enough coverage for me. I do my best to not break up my waves as I put it in my hair. I just kind of comb it through gently and kind of scrunch it. I'm actually going to do a little bit more on the ends for this section. This product has honestly been life-changing for me. I used to wash my hair like every single day, and I feel like it made my hair really dry. So I'm really glad that I have this as an option and that it doesn't affect my skin or anything like that, because I'm really sensitive. There's often times where like certain hair products give me a rash or give me headaches because of the scent or things like that. So I'm really glad that I can use this one. Next up is my concealer and my tinted moisturizer. I've actually been mixing this Tarte Tape Shape concealer in 2 different shades. I have Fair Light Neutral 16N and Light Neutral 22N. I got these like not sample size, but the smaller sizes on Ulta's website. I think they're like $10 each. They actually last for quite a long time. It's my second time getting this size. The first time I wasn't sure what color would work best for me, which is why, and it was actually too light, the one that I got last time. So that's why I ended up getting 2, and now I just mix them and it actually works really well for me. I didn't sleep well at all last night. I went to bed at like 1, and then I woke up a few different times this morning. So my under eye bags are in full effect. I'm gonna be putting a lot of concealer on today, but mixing those 2 shades actually work really well for me. I feel like they match my skin perfectly. Next, for my tinted hydrating gel cream, I have this Complexion Rescue Bare Minerals. I've been using this for years. My color right now is Birch 1.5. I think I also use like Vanilla 2.0 when it's like summertime, but this is kind of like my base color in the fall and winter when I'm not as tan. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender. I forget the name of this brand, but I'm actually a bit late to the beauty blender game. I only started using it, I think, last year. I actually got this one at a PR event before COVID, when we were still able to go to events and things like that, and I had a lot of questions about it because I think the shape is kind of more unique. I like it. I do kind of want to try one that is round rather than flat on one side, just kind of round all the way around, just to see the difference. But overall, I feel like it's really good quality and it's lasted me for a long time now, and it does blend pretty nicely. I always like to blend out my concealer first because I feel like when it dries, it creates almost like a pasty look, and I just like to be sure that it's more damp and not completely dry before I blend it. That way when I put the powder on, it looks better and more clean. Now I'm ready for the powder. I've been using this Bare Minerals powder for years. I love it. My color is Light Natural 9, and I'm actually down to the very last end of this one. I do have a new one, but I'm just kind of using this for as long as I can. One of the things I love about this powder is that it's actually really buildable coverage, in my opinion. I feel like you could just do one layer if you want something just like really light, quick on the go, but you can also do a few different layers of powder in case you want more coverage as well. I also like to go in with a denser brush and just kind of do a little bit more under my eyes, build a little bit more coverage in certain areas along with blending out. For a little contour and color, I've been using this Charlotte Tilbury set. It's a bronzer and a highlight. I love this bronzer and highlight set. I feel like her products are so smooth and they just blend really nicely, and it's definitely more of a natural glow. It's really great for an everyday look. If I'm not contouring completely right, don't come for me. I'm not an expert at contouring. I just like adding a little color and structure to my face. Next, I'm also using this Charlotte Tilbury blush. It's kind of like this two-tone situation. I feel like you only need a very little bit. It's a very pigmented blush, which is awesome. Now I'm just going to blend everything out and kind of make it more subdued. I think someone's knocking on my door. Oh my gosh, someone was knocking on my door and it was this beautiful bouquet. I will have to link this business in the comments. It's actually for a collab and I feel horrible because I didn't go to the door fast enough and I didn't get to say hi in person, but look how awesome. So pretty. Back to the makeup. So just going to blend all this out and make it look a little bit more natural. And lastly, I'm going to add the highlight now. I used to do this before I blended, but I just felt like it kind of took away from the highlight. It kind of like erased it. So I just like to make sure I do it at the end now. That way it can show a bit more. Next up are the eyebrows. So I always like to brush them up after I blend. I feel like they just look cleaner. And I actually recently found this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow powder, which I'm glad I found. I was actually cleaning up under my sink, cleaning up all the makeup, reorganizing, and I discovered this again and remembered how much I love it. I was using eyebrow pencils and pomade for a while, but I just feel like this is so much easier for me and it looks a lot more natural. I also like that it comes in a two-tone shade because the front of my eyebrows are much lighter than the middle. So it gives it just almost like, not an ombre, but you know, it just kind of makes sense with the natural way that our eyebrows are built. Now I'm going in with the darker color. I actually don't really pluck my eyebrows. Once in a blue moon, I'll do like my unibrow and maybe I'll clean it up a little bit, but I just kind of let them grow like weeds these days. I used to have really thin eyebrows and I just wanted to embrace them naturally. And on the end, I'm just going back in with the lighter color. There's the first one, and you can see the contrast compared to the one that I haven't done yet. I feel like I've been late to the game with so many things when it comes to makeup. I actually didn't start doing my eyebrows till I was like in my mid-20s. I'm 30 now, so I've only been doing my eyebrows for maybe 5 years or so. Maybe 6 years. And once I'm done filling them in, I like to go once through with the, what is this called? A spoolie? I don't know what it's called. But I like to brush them just to kind of move a little bit of the color around and reshape my eyebrows again before I put this 24-hour brow setter. This is clear, it's by Benefit, and it's like glue. Like, it seriously holds your eyebrows so well. I usually go through with it twice. I definitely like bushy eyebrows these days. I feel like it's just so fun. We are getting down to the end. I always like to take a Q-tip on my lips and take away any powder residue. I feel like it makes my lipstick look a lot cleaner and more vibrant. This is a curling eyebrow, I can't talk. Eyelash curler by Tweezerman. I got this one at Ulta. I always go through twice. I like to make sure that I get it all the way down to the end. I feel like I always miss the hairs over here and they just stick straight out. This is my current favorite mascara. My mom actually got this for me. It's Lashtopia by Bare Minerals, and it goes on so nicely, and I feel like it's just so, it makes your eyelashes look so good. It's awesome. I like that the brush is more on the thick side as well. I feel like it just scoops up the lashes really nicely. I do want to get one of those eyelash brushes to kind of clean it up a little bit when I put a lot of mascara on. Let me know if you have any suggestions for a good one. For today's makeup, I wanted to do like a really general everyday look, so I decided to go with a pink lip. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. It's a really great everyday shade. I have the matching lip liner. I'm gonna turn my ring light down a little bit. I feel like it's washing me out a little. This is the final look. These are some of my favorite products right now and one of my go-to everyday makeup routines. I definitely go for more of like a lighter coverage for every day. I am kind of curious to try a foundation. I always use like BB cream or like a tinted moisturizer. So if you have suggestions, let me know. I'm kind of curious about the Bare Minerals one, but I've read mixed reviews about it, so I'm not sure how it would work on my skin. But if you have any others, I was also thinking maybe Tarte would be a good brand for me. If you have like anything you suggest for sensitive skin that doesn't contain nuts or seeds, let me know. That is all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing an updated Get Ready with me. And I also hope that your new year is off to a great start so far. Happy 2021.